tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Seattle. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks at 12-1 now to start play. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility. So pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there. They hit.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
2nd and 9 now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Here we go, check. Check. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Seven, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. Room past the 35. Across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Number 13, Christian Kirk. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And his kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he fields it cleanly.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these...
And this is caught at the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it has worked.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Pick 6, and now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's the Wangu.
And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw right up a little too far and brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kene Nwangu. 62 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 83 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have the full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bobby Okereke. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now off to the races down the right side. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mustang 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Come on.
This is 1st and 10.
Hustle.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a